black and white warbler eating what appears to be a very large moth. Managed to snag a really nice picture of this bay-breasted warbler snacking on this worm. We don't do playback or pish. We don't do any of that. I observe the wildlife, try to get a photo of it, and if I don't, there is always tomorrow. Zach Vaughn, zvphoto.com, and today we are back at Swickley Heights Borough Park for another wonderful day of Fall Bird Migration 2025, and I'm sure as you can hear, it is extremely active here today. We are once again on my favorite trail, the Wildlife Restoration Trail. Seeing American redstart, magnolia warbler. Got a very nice video of a black and white warbler munching on a rather huge moth. And today we have the old tripod out, so we're going to try and get some video here. And looks like a female American redstart going through this Joe Pye weed. Let me see if I can get a shot. So quick update, we were unable to get the shot, but we did get a nice shot of this Nashville warbler gleaning through some of this late bone set yesterday. And I just absolutely love this shot. Now, when it comes to missing these bird photo opportunities, pileated woodpecker calling. Now, when it comes to missing bird photos, it's a common occurrence. Bird photography is extremely difficult, but it's important not to get discouraged. In birding and in bird photography, I live by a motto. There's always tomorrow. So come back out and try again. You know, maybe you don't get that shot today, maybe you don't get that shot tomorrow, but eventually you will get that shot. And when you do get that shot, it's going to feel amazing. So don't get discouraged. Just keep going. And on the topic of keep going, I hear Carolina wren. Got a few more warblers in here, least flycatcher. So I'm going to get back to the photos. Let's go. Well, we have been striking out, which is, like I said earlier, kind of the nature of the game when it comes to bird photography. But that's all right. We've seen a lot of amazing birds, so no complaints here. Maybe we used all our points on that black and white warbler video. But we got probably like another hour. So we're going to go down here and hit pipeline and maybe hope for some better luck. But if not, be right back here tomorrow. So actually, sometimes downtime can be great because then you can start looking around for things that you can utilize in the future, like this bittersweet vine right behind me. And yes, I know that it is invasive, but birds love it. So always look out for things like this when maybe there aren't a lot of birds around to photograph, because this can be a nice hotspot for later. So always keep your eyes open. So let's circle back to the topic of invasives. I didn't plan it. You know, these things are already here. So as a bird photographer, the deck is already stacked against me and anyone else who wants to venture into bird photography. So I'm going to be looking for every little advantage that I can get out here in the wild. And that's to exclude, we don't do playback or pish. We don't do any of that. I like to come out here, I like to observe the wildlife to the best of my ability. Obviously, sometimes my presence alone can be disruptive, but I try to be as silent as I can. I observe the wildlife, try to get a photo of it, and if I don't, oh well. Like I said earlier, there is always tomorrow, and bird photography is supposed to be difficult. So let's embrace that, and let's get out here and try and get some shots. So I've actually decided to enter an area here at Swickley Heights Borough Park that we call the Maze. It's a lot of these little skinny trails that kind of move through some of the forest that's on the side of the road. And lucky me, managed to snag a really nice picture of this bay-breasted warbler snacking on this worm. I don't really come through the maze area that much because, well, sometimes the trails are overgrown, and I'm very cautious of ticks. Here in Western Pennsylvania, I think we are the #1 state for tick infection, and I don't care what the shot is. The shot is not worth getting any of these tick-borne illnesses. But this year, they've actually done a really good job of coming through here and mowing some of the larger growing grass vegetation on the trail. So that's why we're back here. And it's really a great place to come here and photograph, at least for me, because when the sun gets super high in the sky, a lot of these open areas become, well, really unmanageable as far as getting decent photographs. So the maze in here, since we're kind of in the forest, is, you know, a lot more shaded than some of those other open trails. So we're going to keep heading down the trail here and hope we can get some more beautiful shots. Okay, so we've reached a part of the trail here, and I can show you, where it's just a little bit too overgrown for me to be comfortable with walking through there. So again, Western Pennsylvania, highest tick disease state in the United States. So I think we're probably gonna go back the other way. And hey, if we don't get any more shots today, there's always tomorrow. So see you then.